Lionel Messi, when he came over, there was this wow factor. And the wow factor is what leads to price elasticity. Now that factor's gone. He's played in Fort Lauderdale in the Drive Pink Stadium. What's it called now, Coca? They may have changed it to a bank name because they're doing a stadium in Miami. Where does Inter Miami play? Is it still Drive Pink in Fort Lauderdale? Can't remember. I can't hear you anyway, Coca. But the fact, they changed it to Chase. Have I ever told you the story of how stadiums get the names of banks? Like Citi Field, as in Citibank, like Chase Field, which used to be in where the Arizona Diamondbacks played. Do you know how badly I wanted Marlins Park to be called Chase Park? Although it would have been fine being Bank of America. Ever heard of a ballpark named after Bank of America? Do you know that's because that banks have multiple points of interest and contact with the team? And forget just sponsorship marketing, which these banks have those dollars to spend. There's also major business to be done with the owners of teams. There's major business to be done with financing of stadiums because you're borrowing money. There is major business to be done in construction of a stadium. And then wouldn't you know it, all of a sudden, bing, bang, boom, it's Chase Field. I love that. That was just a side note, Coca. Just a little side clip. Let's get back to the slashing of ticket prices because people in Miami, they're good. They can see Messi whenever they want. What about tourists? Here's where it gets interesting. One of the big concerns, side topic, that Los Angeles is having about the 2028 Olympics is the concern of whether or not anyone is actually going to travel and come to the U.S., given what's going on with ICE, given what's going on with the borders. If I come to the U.S., will I be able to leave? How hard is it going to be? How are the delays going to be? What kind of time do I have to allocate? There was a time when there was a thought that this year's Hall of Fame induction with Ichiro, there would be 100,000 people coming in from Japan. With the state of the world economy, with the state of being in the United States, the question is how many Japanese people will actually come to the Hall of Fame induction? That's a serious question. It's going to be a big number. Record-breaking? Probably not. Not because Ichiro isn't worthy. God knows he is. Because of the reality of where we are. LA 28, that is happening for real. People concerned about how it's going to work. Club World Cup in the U.S., we just got a list yesterday of 10 or 12 more countries where people aren't allowed to come in, period. There is a lot of concern. So what do you do? What do you do when you look as though you've got too many tickets available to an event that you want there to be scarcity of demand? Two choices. One, you buy the tickets yourself. You put them on the secondary market through different accounts, different names. There's whole systems you can use, which make it look like that, yes, the tickets are gone. The risk is that the secondary market will be soft and the prices will go down and you lose money by buying tickets at 100 and selling them at 50. Yes, it looked good. They all got bought at 100. Then it looks bad that they're all available for 50 because God knows everybody on the Intergoogle is paying attention these days. Oh, the walk-in price to the NBA Finals is $969. For the French Open, it's 249 francs. Although it's euros now. So that's one way to do it. The other way to do it is to lower your ticket prices. Lower the point of entry. What are the risks there? The risks are that when you put together a package that is not tied to revenue directly, there's a guarantee paid to your talent, a guarantee paid to your halftime performers, paid to your players, whatever the case may be. And part of your financial system is that you've counted on revenue to pay for the expenses that are what's called fixed expenses. And if your revenue assumptions go to hell in a handbasket, you are totally screwed because you still have the fixed expenses, but your revenue has lowered and now you could lose money. You could go bankrupt. So the risk of slashing ticket prices is you can only sell that particular ticket one time. And if you were going to sell it for $100 and you lower the price to 50 and sell it at 50, if demand somehow soars later, closer to the match, you cannot recapture that $50 that you lost. Simple, plain economics. The decision by FIFA to slash those ticket prices is nothing short of panic. The thing about the panic is that it can be really alarming when you see a group panic where they're used to living in a world where they get whatever they want, where they print money as though they've got some sort of way to get Gutenberg Bibles out there on a daily basis. This change of philosophy is one that will have a deleterious impact on their numbers, on their popularity, and it won't impact their TV revenue now. But you can bet your bippers that when it comes time for the next round of Club World Cup, whether it's in 4 years, 2 years, 6 years, whatever they choose to do, you will have a hard time getting the same level of revenue, the same level of commitment because of what's happening right now with this US version. It's creating issues with players. It's creating issues with sponsors. It's creating issues with fans. And when you've lost that holy trinity of those that buttress your ideas and pay for your moments, something's got to change, and it will.